Hello everyone. Today we have a review of 4 such beautiful jacket. See, the first one goes like this. Here is bright red. And it's pretty transparent. Here is pretty very bright shade aggressive. Next comes this maroon jacket. And look further, wow, she is already going with marriage. Okay, and we'll see. Such here is also transparent. Black with beautiful drawings. Sorry that defective came. And here is such a blue. Also, we will compare them today, dry and wet. Like this, let's start with her. So on me looks blue jacket first, so front, side and back. She's pretty tacky cold. Stretches well. Therefore will suit many girls. Plus she's long. And by itself here in front was, because you can even pull it on like a dress. Also on the sleeves it is quite long. That's why you can safely order. But there is one but it's more to my taste. I categorically dislike. I just hate that shade of blue. I don't like him. You know, it reminds me of, yeah, there is a color on computers like this is a shade of death. Yeah. The shade is shorter, not good at the computer, that's why. By herself she is very soft. I like it, she stretches it well. And at the same time emphasizes the figure, but not much. She goes to Uglitka. The fact that she calmly adds up to me. Down the sleeves here have threads. Stitches aren't very good. Also, here just like she's gonna fall off now. Here at the edges she is so some kind of chewed, I do not know. Poorly cropped. In general, it looks quite strange. Here also threads. Here is, well, let's look at her wet now. So I have a jacket on me like this, it looks wet. She is not very absorbent water from her, by the way. Just drains. I can brush her off the whole jacket like this. Well, that's a big plus. Most likely she dries very fast. If that happens, this is what you get in the rain, for example. Here is. By herself she can see a little bit that where she gets wet. She also stretches well. But I started to feel myself. Texture of fabric. That's a minus. Me like. That it also stretches and doesn't change its properties. But she is naturally, like all the wet stuff, started more. Fit to the body here. It turns so darker blue here. By the way, be sure to subscribe and click the bell. So I'm wearing the next jacket. She goes like this. Here is very beautiful bright. It's probably better to pick her up by size, but I'm basically fine. So why does it look from the front, side, and behind here? But she came to me with cancer. She had a gate. And now it popped up. He is no more. I do not know who took him away from me, which one. Kind person, Chinese, well. This is how they took it and made it in the factory. Strings sticking out here. At least the sleeves are sewn neatly. And no one took my sleeves. Also, here everyone. You all from the basement sticks out. I don't like it, AI. There are also strings sticking out at the bottom. Where is the seam connection? Well, and also the seam is ugly done. The fact that he is here sticking out such a hillock. By herself she is pretty still soft like that. You know, glossy, like there's not even any roughness. Here's a pretty tacky soft. Everything is fine with this. She has a pretty beautiful contrasting drawing here. Therefore, now let's look at her wet. And so the jacket looks on me in the wet form. And you know, she became as if more glossy. when I wet her. But basically in color it didn't change at all. Just became even more tight. That's on the grid, the material itself in principle. He is the same here. But it is absorbed by the way and cannot be done like this to brush off the water. The fact that she absorbs everything. Well, by itself she also stretches. But it became difficult for her. Now do because she, so let's say bedazzled me. Became very tight. And cloth now as if no way moves and no way stretches. Well, I'm basically also the most comfortable. So I'm wearing the next jacket. She goes such a burgundy shade. So she looks from the front. So she looks on the side. So she looks from behind. And she is quite spacious big. She is and more genuine in the front. Pretty tacky long. But there is no way there is a jacket that is straight stretched. Like if it's a dress. That's but tall girls she will also quite suit. She me very wide pretty. Tacky oversized. I like this. The fact that I'm comfortable in it is simple. In general, I like it in this regard. A little bit not my shade. That's but it's okay I think. Here she has a very nice beautiful city. Color the fact that he does not choke me in any way. I'm comfortable. He's pretty tacky small. I have a distance between my neck. It doesn't choke me in any way. Here is sewn she so let's say. Well, not really thread sticking out. Well, at least she's not disbanding. Like the past jacket that even came to me with marriage. Here this situation is much better. Everything is fine here. Here neat stitches. All even. Bent she basically also neat. And by the material itself she is soft. Well, what let's look at her wet. So the jacket looks wet on me. She pretty tacky hard. Also adjacent. But two from her. Well, not so much you can do him like this. But not like one of the jacket. Here but by the way, you can immediately see what she has become. Wet she I even have here is water. Rolled into a fold under her chest. Oh my god. And the water itself rolls off so easily. Here is. Yeah. Don't know. Actually a pretty tacky interesting change. The fact that she turned everything from red to black. That's how it looks stains. And you can actually do it. Even like some design. On the contrary, scatter some drops on yourself. And sometime you will doodles here. So, I have the last jacket on it goes bright red. Don't know. Now by the way red shades are coming into fashion. Into the trend. So you can wear it. For example some black bottom. Don't know some varnish on top. Jacket. Trench coat. And some heels with a purse. I think in principle it will be beautiful and expressive. I will make their red lipstick. Somehow beat with it. So she looks from the front, side, and behind. She's pretty tacky long, just pulling on like a dress. Also she has sleeves. She's pretty tacky wide. And also long. She stretches well basically. But there are cons. See, again threads. Sticking out. And the seams are sloppy done. Because the line. Here together flattened and somehow like this dances. Here is. Everything is also uneven here. Everywhere threads stick out. Here by the material itself she is some solid. But it does not feel on the body. The fact that I'm basically more than a comfortable in it. Only here is the city I do not like. Well, let's look at her wet. So the jacket looks wet on me. She became as for me more transparent and fitting. But I think she seemed to become more rough. In places where she is wet. That's why probably we are better. No way to be at some events. And places where you can get wet. I do not know better probably do the benefit of another jacket. Here is. So well, in principle, it also does not lose properties. And also stretched. And lovely on me. Is sitting. That's well what subscribe to the channel put likes. And everyone bye bye.